What?
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Hey guys.
Don't forget to find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and the big one, YouTube. Make sure you hit the little bell so you know when we release fantastically great magical stuff.
All right. What are we talking about tonight? Today. This morning.
Sometime. I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about what's happened since the 10 miler.
What's
People have been
happened since the
talking.
10 miler? What?
People have been talking.
Who's been talking?
People. All right. Listen, after the 10 miler, I did 7.5 miles the next day. My legs felt really tight. Got it done. Had fun with it. And then I took day off or two off, and then ran again, and tried to run most days. I was doing really well, and then I ran about 56 and change. Probably got about 8 miles in. Felt awesome. Next day, COVID.
That's no
So
good.
yeah, I felt awesome, and then I got COVID and felt terrible and couldn't run. So I'm just getting back into running. Uh, Pre-COVID felt awesome. Post-COVID, not so much. Oh, so anyway, how about you, Wolfman? How's your training going?
So, let's see. The day after the 10 miler, I did what I call a tempo sandwich. So I did a lot of miles sandwiched between tempo runs, and training's been going pretty good. I did the Camptown races. That was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of listeners there.
Nice.
That course was sloppy. I'll tell you what. Um, and it's funny because I ran it a minute faster than I ran it in 2016, and I raced it that year.
Wow.
And this year I used it as a tempo run. So I ran 3 miles. I tempoed the first 3 miles of Camptown, and then I ran the last 3 miles easy,
Nice.
and even walked some of it, and still ran it faster than previous. But
Nice.
it's been good. It's
Very
been
good.
good. We had a
Tempo sandwich.
question. A tempo sandwich, yeah. What's that?
So next time I go through a drive-through, that's what I'm ordering.
Tempo sandwich.
One tempo sandwich, please.
They'll be
I
like,
don't know what that is.
What's that? What's that?
I'll take a liter of cola as well.
Some listeners wanted to know, with the burger loading from our last episode when we talked to John, were there buns with the burgers? And so I reached out to John and I asked, and he said most likely yes. The gentleman that did it was not the most health conscious, and so he assumes there were buns as well. So you got protein and carbs. I'm thinking it's not a terrible idea.
I gotta be honest. It would give you the fuel, man.
I think it would. You got, especially if you used like good quality burger and bun.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have the protein, you'd have the fat, you'd have
Yeah.
the, you know,
And if it was done right, yeah, it could
yeah,
give you the energy supply. Sure, it makes sense. But I don't know that it would work unless you trial it a little bit and practice with it.
yeah.
I don't think
I
I would.
won't be doing it. I won't be doing it for the next one, but I'd be willing to try it. I think a burger load instead of a carb load.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't like 5 minutes before the race. Like,
You
let me
would hope
pound
not.
this.
I think I would throw up. And I
You
don't. I
get a
mean, I can eat a lot of different things before I run, and I think if I ate a bunch of burgers, I would end up throwing up.
yeah. I'm sure there was a little bit of gap there. An hour or
Yeah,
two or something like that, maybe 3 hours. But
I'm almost
yeah,
thinking the night before, just get a bunch of burgers.
the night
I don't,
before makes
I don't
sense.
know how many you could eat, but
Like a
enough.
lean burger. No, like maybe not an 80-20.
I think I'd go full on Angus. Maybe mix in a Wagyu burger in
Maybe it
there.
was like a filet You ever have a filet mignon burger?
I don't know. I don't
The
think so.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing, amazing.
I mean, yeah, I really don't know.
No,
I
you
never
wouldn't get that.
look again.
You would just be like, no way.
I never look at what beef they grind into the burger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now you will.
yeah. Yeah, I'll go bison burger.
That's
Change it up
it.
a little bit.
That's it. So, what's your long run at?
We're tapering down now, so
I don't want
the
to hear it.
next one is the next one's mile repeats maybe.
But
Like
what's your
built
long run?
it peaked at 21, 22, something like that. I'd have to look, but yeah, now we're tapering down. So
Tapering down.
yeah, 3 weeks. So this week I did a bunch of stuff at a fast pace, and then I think this one coming up is tempo repeats, mile tempo repeats, and then it's just an hour and a half, however far you run in an hour and a half, and then it's race day.
I just
That's
run a
my
marathon.
next few Sundays right there.
So, and then the big wine glass.
And then the big wine glass, yeah. Now I'm looking to see what I did peak at. I think it was 22, which was a little under what I was shooting for, but that's why these are plans and goals and not set in stone. Because I had originally wanted to peak at 23, 25, and I think when
All
was
right.
that? When was
Well,
that 10 miler?
the first. But what? Why are you disappointed with hitting? You hit 20 some miles. Like, what are you worried about?
Oh, I'm not disappointed. I was hoping for a little bit more. Um,
What?
but
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If the
yeah,
elite pro runners, the top of the top, are running, 20 miles a day,
yeah.
why are you running 20 miles a day? I don't understand. What are you doing with yourself?
Why am I not running 20 miles a day?
Yeah, why don't you just start running 20 miles a day every day? Slow
Because
or fast, whatever. I
I'm
don't get
also
it.
not I'm also not running 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Well, that's why, because you're not running 20 miles. Let's get you out there. Let's get that 20 miles a day in. Come on.
I tell you what, you front the bills to give me the time to do that, and
What
I'll consider
bills?
it.
People don't have bills.
Somebody's got bills. I got bills.
What are you talking about? You have all the time to run in the world. You only have 4 kids.
Yeah, I only got 4 kids. Yeah, it was 22 miles I peaked at. So, but I did a lot more of listening to my body and that kind of thing.
You know what I would do if I was you? Drills. I
I've
work on
been trying
form.
to been trying to do some more of those. My form's never been too bad, which is
Another
probably one of the reasons I slack on those. But
drills.
I did more drills this training cycle than I've probably done since college. Well, that's not true. Probably since the first marathon training cycle I did, which we were still in college, but I did it on my own. But yeah, but it's going well. I'm feeling prepared, which
Well, we're
is
gonna we're gonna
good.
see.
We'll know
Gonna make
in
sure about that.
just about 3 weeks.
So, do you have a projected time you're trying to hit? Are we
I'd
gonna
like to
go
go
out?
on. I'd like to go under 3 hours. We'll see what happens.
So would I. So would the world.
I'd be happy to go sub 3 again. And
All
then I've
right.
got.
How far? 2:59, 9.
I want the first goal is to break 3 hours. Once I
What's
get
the
there,
second goal?
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I want 2:47. That's what I want you to do. 2:47. 2:47:00. I don't want any change on there.
I'm not looking to PR my. I'm not looking to PR with the first big training cycle back.
Well, I'm looking for a PR.
Disney Disney was the rust off, getting the rust off, and then this is the let's see if we can break 3 hours again. and then we'll go from there. I'm not going to be upset if I PR, but I'm trying to keep it realistic.
Tell you what, if you want a PR, get some burgers.
Burger load. That's what I was just thinking. I'm gonna hit every Wendy's on the way up there. Maybe a Burger King or two.
And try a yellow Gatorade mid-run.
No way. They've got. I asked them what they have. I forget what they told me, but it's not Gatorade. It's not Powerade. It's some other one. So I've considered even just taking my own Gatorade, but I probably won't because I don't want to carry it. Not lemon lime.
There's real Gator in that.
It's they just sent the email out, but I'd never heard of it before. I don't think, which is always a good thing.
It's wine. That's what it is. It's just a kind of wine. It's a wine glass marathon.
Chicken blood. We're having chicken blood on this marathon.
Red or white? It's all wine.
Chicken blood or wine?
I was hoping for Gatorade. Nope. Sweet, dry, red or white.
You have any races on your docket? Did you sign up for anything since the 10-miler?
So I haven't signed up for anything, but I'm thinking about just doing some randoms. But once I get a random 5K in, 10K, something like that, then maybe do that half marathon we were talking about.
I think I saw Wyoming Valley is having a 20K. You should sign up for that.
Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for that.
Good middle ground for you between the 10-miler and the half, right?
I can see to do a half, and then all of a sudden we throw in a 20K on top of it. Great.
Well, that's just less than a half, isn't it? Isn't 21K half marathon?
Yeah, it's just short enough that you have to go do another one to make it a half.
Yeah, we're just looking out for you, trying to wean you into it.
Why don't I just do an extra quarter mile every single weekend until I get there? How about that?
There you go.
All good.
There you go. While you're at it, you could put your binky on that shelf up there. How about that?
I don't know, 20K, 13.1, whatever. We'll figure it out. I kind of want to do a 5K though. I just want to get quick couple miles in.
I'm sure there's one coming up. There's always a 5K, especially around like Thanksgiving.
One of the best 1,500 5K guys runs a half marathon and doesn't look too good. It doesn't make me confident.
Yeah, but if he's only ever training for the shorter ones.
Well, he must have trained at least a little bit. Ingebrigtsen, that's who we're talking about. If you don't know, look him up. He didn't look too good. I don't like the way he looked.
Maybe he's just got the pain face. Remember how we had guys in college that were super good no matter what they ran, and they just looked like they were dying every time?
Remember when people would run a different race and they would do really bad in it and feel horrible and say, I'm never running that again?
And then go run it again.
And then go run it again, but not for a while. Yeah, no, like I said, I had fun with the 10 miles, so I'm looking forward to whatever I do next. Even if it is the half. Looking forward to that too. Whatever might be next with the running. But just enjoying it. Like I said, the weird thing about it is that the training felt so much easier after running that 10-miler, like on my body, just running afterwards, 7.5 the next day, then a couple of shorter runs, then doing a quicker 8-miler by myself with hills yet. It felt fine. It was pretty unique. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So we're gonna talk more about that maybe next episode. We'll see.
I heard that Scranton half is pretty good. Never done it, but that's not too far from you.
Stop it. Scranton, the home of the office.
Scranton home. I'm going to do a virtual 5K in October sometime. Then I might do the It's a Wonderful 5K up in Seneca Falls there.
Bedford Falls?
Yeah, Bedford Falls. I've heard it's a great event, even if you've never seen the movie.
Jimmy Stewart and
try to do that, but it's in wintertime. Yeah.
All right, let's do.
Maybe I'll dress up like George Bailey there, and
All right, you be George Bailey. I'll be Clarence.
there you go.
Help! Help! All right, listen, we can't get into this too much. All right, we're getting into Christmas already. Let's stop there. All right,
Oh
guys,
man,
that's all we got for tonight, this morning, whatever time of day it is that you're listening to this. But we are going to come back with a longer episode next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the show on Buzzsprout or whatever else you support the show on. Thanks again. And we'll get to that question that you were talking about next time. If there's another question, I forget what you said.
no, it's just the burger one. Burger
Okay.
loading question.
No questions tonight. All right, gotcha. So thanks again for listening, guys. Enjoy. Get out there, get your running workout, and we will see you next time. Maverick and Wolfman running out.